Most people don't fail at reinvention because they lack discipline. They fail because they skip this part, and nobody talks about it. Hi, I'm Crystal of CrystyleCouture, and welcome to my channel. Before you plan goals, vision boards, or resolutions, there's a preparation phase that determines whether your reinvention actually sticks. This is the first video in my reinvention series. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss what comes next. Most of us start January fueled with motivation, the energy and zest of a new year, a clean slate. But studies show high drop-off rates within the first 3 weeks, with up to 80% failing at their goals before the end of February. That's because many goals are built on a foundation of sand. You were already exhausted with your current life, taking on too much day to day, did not take the time to prepare for your reinvention. Women especially tend to carry too much into new seasons. So many of us are the main breadwinners, the main child caregivers, and the main homemakers. In addition to that feeling that you guys have to volunteer for every damn thing. Because being a good mother, daughter, wife, friend, and co-worker can take its toll over time. Reinvention without preparation equals burnout in disguise. You don't need a new version of your life. You need a clean slate to build on. Let's start with an audit of your current life. So go ahead, grab your notebook. I'll wait. Here we will take 3 different audits. First up, the energy audit. What drains you daily? List out all the activities that feel heavy instead of aligned. That list may get long, so be prepared. And if all of the items on that list have to do with one main area of your life, like your job, then it may be time to consider a career change, job change, or at least start preparing for one. Then let's do a time audit. Write down your daily schedule from morning alarm to bedtime. Where does your time actually go? And what's stealing your focus from what matters? Side note, look at your screen time. It can really give you some insight of where your time is going. Social media, Netflix, YouTube, hours and hours and hours. I'm just saying. Now it's time for the hardest part of all, the emotional audit. Examine those relationships that cost more than they give. Look at your obligations rooted in guilt, not purpose. Don't forget to include those, well, no one else is gonna do it, obligations. They will find somebody else, I promise. You can't change what you refuse to examine. And unfortunately, but fortunately, some cuts will have to be made. If your life already feels full, anything you add will feel overwhelming, even if it is something that you want. If any of this resonates with you, hit the like button and consider subscribing. The fastest way to change your life isn't about doing more. It's about doing less on purpose. Start by removing one item from your time audit. Other items to remove include overcommitments, your constant availability. I recommend putting a block on your calendar that just says busy every day, 30 minutes to an hour. Also removing any unnecessary noise, whether it be social, mental, or emotional. Removing just one thing will give immediate relief, giving yourself breathing room. And that is necessary to even begin the process of reinvention. This will in turn decrease the pressure on you, even if it's just subconsciously. By doing this, joy can slowly return because you're creating space to allow that. It is important that you remove before you add, as subtraction will create more momentum than addition ever will. Your next level requires a different level of access to you. It's time for a boundary reset. But first, I want to get a few myths about boundaries out of the way. To start, having boundaries are not selfish. They're not a punishment to others. Having boundaries isn't for certain people. Boundaries are for everyone. And more importantly, they're for your protection, both mentally and physically. Once everyone no longer has instant access to you, you can finally rest. Rest is not a reward. It's your birthright. It's a strategy, and it fuels your clarity. Every time you say yes, there is a cost. Therefore, your no's have to go up and your yeses have to go down for reinvention to occur. Successful people have boundaries and they say no. They are extremely clear on what deserves their yes. Once you put this into practice, you do go through a discomfort phase. The phase where you feel guilt for saying no. The phase where you experience resistance from other people because you've said no. This is when you will just have to have courage when dealing with other people. And within time, you'll start explaining less and the guilt will fade. Just give yourself some time. About a year ago, I started placing my phone on Do Not Disturb, and it filtered out a lot without me having to say a word. You can't elevate when everyone has unlimited access to your time, energy, and attention. Just keep that in mind. This year, I want you to set a theme, not just goals. For example, My theme for this year was balance motivation, and I'm thinking about keeping that theme moving on to this next year. Themes guide your decisions when motivation disappears, because believe me, it will disappear. Some examples include peace, discipline, alignment, ease, consistency. Goals often fail without identity alignment because goals are typically driven by fleeting external factors rather than intrinsic motivation, which lead to a lack of persistence when challenges arise. Because believe me, challenges are going to arise. Some days you're going to wake up feeling like the entire universe is against you. Themes provide a deeper connection with your core self and instantly become a filter for yes or no decisions. Reminder, goals tell you what to do, while themes tell you who to be. Your preparation is your power. You can't rush your reinvention, so stop feeling like you're behind when you're actually becoming more intentional. If you're preparing for your own reinvention year, let me know in the comments what things you're going to remove first. And while you're there, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and turn on those bell notifications so that when I post the second video in this series, you're first to know. You don't need a new year. You need a new foundation. See you soon.